Today, let's start with a new lesson: tourism and history. Let's first find out what is tourism. Tourism is people visiting far off places and sometimes staying there for a short duration for leisure, business, sightseeing, or other purposes. Different people tour a place for different reasons: pilgrimage, visiting local fairs and festivals, trade, and even good education are reasons for people to undertake tourism. I always thought that tourism is a very new concept, but studies reveal that the tradition of traveling is quite old in India. The people used to travel for various reasons even in ancient times. The Buddhist literature tells us that Gautam Buddha traveled to several cities for preaching his philosophy. Buddhist monks, Jain monks, sadhus also used to travel constantly. Yuan Shuang, the Chinese monk, traveled to India in 630 CE. He came to India to study Buddhist literature at Nalanda University and then traveled extensively across India. Yuan Shuang visited different places and wrote down a detailed account of his travel. In the medieval period, Sant Namdev, Sant Eknath, Guru Nanak, Ramdas Swami traveled across India and spread their words of wisdom. Now, these people traveled within India. There were many people who traveled to distant countries. They discovered new routes, brought forth new information and knowledge. The textbook tells us about four such very popular travelers of the medieval era. The first one among them is Benjamin of Tudela. Benjamin of Tudela is known as the first European traveler and discoverer. He was born in a place called Tudela in Spain. This Jewish rabbi traveled almost to 12 different countries in a span of 14 years. He traveled to France, Germany, Italy, Greece, Syria, Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, Persia, India, and China. He maintained diaries of the accounts of his travels. His diaries are viewed as important historical documents. They were studied in these diaries were studied as reference material during the Renaissance period. The next traveler is Marco Polo. This Italian traveler introduced Asia, especially China, to Europe in the 13th century. He was the first European traveler to reach China taking Silk Route. He stayed in China for 17 long years. When he returned back to Italy, he wrote about the flora, fauna, social life, culture, and trade system of Asia. His travelogue is one of the most popular travelogues in Europe. Marco Polo's travelogues inspired many travelers and European traders to go in search of India and China. Ibn Battuta. Ibn Battuta was a Moroccan scholar and explorer. He widely traveled the medieval world. Over a period of 30 years, Ibn Battuta visited most of the Islamic countries and many non Muslim lands, including Central Asia, Southeast Asia, India, and China. Towards the end of his life, he settled in Morocco. After that, he dictated the accounts of his journey and published it in a book form. This book took the world on a virtual tour of the Islamic world of medieval period. He had resolved not to travel on the same route twice. His accounts are helpful in understanding the medieval history and social life during that period. Gerardus Mercator. Gerardus was a 16th century cartographer. He is known for creating a world map and globe of the earth. His work proved to be very useful for navigation around the world. Back in India, we have Vishnu Bhatt Godse. Vishnu Bhatt Godse travelled from Maharashtra to Ayodhya and back. He travelled during the times of Indian War of Independence 1857. Therefore, he was an eyewitness for many events related to this historic war. After he returned back to Maharashtra, he wrote down the accounts of his journey and published it in a book form titled Mazha Pravas. His accounts are full of detailed descriptions about various incidences, especially about the life of the Queen of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmibai. This book is also an important source of history and is referred even today. We will stop here today and continue with the lesson in the next module.